Alright, we are back. Let's see what kind of damage I can do today. It's another one of those nights where I should have gone to bed. But instead of doing that, I'm here. Go back. Curiosity. This up. Go away. Oh. Hell no. That is a no. There, I think. Barrel storage here. So all garbage goes downstairs. I wonder why it sometimes works and sometimes it doesn't. That was fun. No disposable methods. This way. I'm sleepy. Sleepy, but I decided to start some laundry for no reason. Revived. Lone survivor escapes, billions lost. Word has reached us of an incident aboard a commercial mining freighter, the Nostradamus, where all but one of the crew were slaughtered by an alien entity. Reports say that the one survivor, Helen Shredley, managed to defeat the entity and escape. Intel suggests that a substantial cleanup operation be required. There's not much more to report right now. Before I completely walk away with this. USB. That was unfortunate. I know, I was a lot more talkative in the last episode. This one, not so much. I actually don't even know how much I'm going to play right in this current section. I'm really tired. But I was hoping to use the game as a distraction so I could finish my laundry. So I don't go to bed and leave it sitting there in the dryer for too long. Clothes. I don't think any of those are pick-upable. The corner. What storage is this? Barrels? Alright. Knew it. Go away, leg. This particular leg always gives me problems with the lightsaber because it acts like it's, the hitbox of it must be really weird. That's fine, I will drop in the thing. So I love clean clothes. I mean, who doesn't? Out of any adulting chore, I hate doing laundry. And the part that I sort of laugh about is that the laundry room is right behind my desk area. So it's legit. Like, I get up, turn around, walk a few feet, and boom, there I am. I act like it is a chore to go so far, because it's like my brain's like, I gotta walk across the whole house, and it's not even like I have a big place either. And I seriously, either tomorrow or probably tomorrow, I need to adult and do some cleaning because I'm getting a new bed. And I really need to clean for it. And by new, I mean it's not new. My mother bought a new bed last year and doesn't like it. And she actually wants to get one of those medical beds that lift you up and down. And so she's got the new bed on the way, which is coming Wednesday, and today is Saturday. So I need to clean. And instead of doing any of that, I'm in Viscera cleaning. And earlier, just before I came onto Viscera, I was playing House Flipper, cleaning there as well, so I was having a laugh at myself. Gonna go away, Mr. Ham? There we go. Don't blow yourself up with the explodey barrels. Sometimes I just get tired of burning the body parts, so then I just toss them. Lots of collectibles on this map. Kind of fun. And put this over there for now. Got that. Okay. Okay. Default names, or the random name generator in the game. What's with all the axes on this level? Explodey barrel. Explodey barrel out of here before I load it myself. Actually not the direction I wanted that to go, but it's fine. Right, I know that is like just a blink, but I played for like only 15 minutes the other night, and I was complaining about how I was tired, but then I was like, I'm not tired enough to go to sleep, and then I went to sleep, so ta-da! Just realized there's a bunch of bullet holes here that we need to get rid of before I start stacking. I saw a gun behind a closed door. Whoop, I that gunk. Swamp machine somewhere nearby. There. There is this one. Oh. Go fix the bullet hole so I can start stacking. I made some really good yummish soup today. Only bad thing is I burnt my tongue. And why is it when you burn your tongue that you keep poking it? Or at least I do. Keep poking it against my teeth. I'm like, ow, that hurts. And then I do it again. And I'm like, ow, that hurts. still a bullet hole. I see it. I see it. Whoops. There was a machine in this direction. I remembered after I came back. It was like, oh yeah. So I do this thing all the time with the barrels where I think I stack them too tight and then I get a message when I sign out about tipped over barrels. So I'm trying to be looser with them, but no promises. That was unfortunate. Yeah. Let me. I enjoy when you have the barrels. I enjoy how, or not the barrels, excuse me, the buckets, and they're not completely clean and you throw a bloody part in them. I enjoy the slow turning of the blood red. Just, something I don't see often. And I enjoy it. Another gun. Should probably open. Alright, I know that there's crate storage downstairs in the basement area. There. And there's more than one barrel packing area too, if I remember right. Apparently fire water does not kill or does not clean mops. I'm gonna need to summon or grab some buckets. Right. Yeah. Great storage. Okay. The TNT. I haven't decided. I guess I just tossed all those buckets. Would have been handy to use the bucket. Didn't quite make it. I was trying to knock that flare down, but no go. No go. Let's see if going up kills us. Do we? Oh, the black smudges move. Okay. I was like, I thought there was something in the water. Are we gonna die? Like we did last time? No, we're fine. I didn't say that. I can't remember. This is a collectible. I'm gonna guess 5 buckets should be enough. Oh. Clear path between here and the TNT. And I stepped in the blood. I remember when I saw the screenshots, and I saw in the screenshots in the workshop that this is a bloody map. I was like, oh, and it was tinted red. I was like, oh, this is gonna be a problematic map. But it's actually not so bad. Of course. Now, out of curiosity, I take this and I dump it straight down. That didn't completely go the way I wanted it to, but it wasn't the most horrific experience. Why? It was safely tucked into the, It was safely tucked into the mop bucket. I just doomed for them to go off? I'm confused. Or did they do something to make it so that that little trick doesn't work the way that it's supposed to? Yeah, I could see a map maker doing that. The map maker knew that that was something that players were used to, a mechanic, and purposely break it to make the player mess up. Body parts in there. Well, if you're just gonna explode. Nice thing is it's exploding and not making that much of a mess. Really making any mess. There you go. Oh, nice. Check and make sure that there's no body parts hiding in any of those. Well, you've been useless to me. You barrel. Trying to get me in trouble. What else was there? Barrel storage. We know that there was crate storage downstairs. And I'm pretty sure there was 2 barrel storages. I mean, there has to be because that's a lot of barrels. Don't have home. Okay, it's the pid I keep hitting. Trying to decide if these stools were retextured and recolored, or if they're brown but in the red light they look gray. Sure. Where it needed to go, but that's okay. There. Watch, I'm moving them all out in the storage area. It's actually like black here. Don't think it is, but let's triple check. Yeah, it's not. Okay. Oop. Oop. Where am I going? I am going this way, I remember. Okay, real quick, let's check. I'm not... Hopefully I remember where. Okay, not here. here. Crates here. And barrels here. Okay. This poor game. I've been having a hard time focusing on anything the last few days. And for those who might not be keeping track, this is the third time in one video that I have walked into here, worked for 15 minutes, and then signed out. Oh, janitor bin was broken there for a second. It's just every time I've come in, I've been like, I'm really sleepy. I'm becoming extra aware of how sleepy I am. Great. This is very right. Barrels are getting there. This. There we go. Must there not be something hiding behind one of these gates? The one that I choose not to open is going to be the one that's going to be hiding. Intestines. Nope. Nope. So glad I moved the barrels out of the way. How did more things not blow up? Other than this thing here is now glitched out, but okay. Did that save me from a bigger mess? I don't know. Hilarious. I thought for sure. I thought it was gonna, the soot was gonna reach the barrels and it was gonna be a mess. Huh. Oh, I did alright. Right, I'll take my win. Good. Stick this up there. Yeah, that is glitched out. Oh, this caught a little damage. Oh, look. It started to melt. Good, good little boom barrel for not blowing up. Even though all the TNT blew up right next to you. I'm starting it again. I'm yawning. I'm not even that tired. Like, something in my brain's like, oh, you want to play Viscera? Alright, go ahead and play. 5 minutes in, I can't stay awake. And it's not the level's fault. The level's actually a lot of fun. It's got all these little hidden nooks and stuff. Is it the color? Is it the color of the screen where my brain's like, red means go to bed? And it's actually fairly early in the day for me. Oh, man. What is the matter with me? I even had a monster before I started going through the monster. Was about an hour ago, but still, I had one. Today I was helping my my mom got a new bed, a medical bed that lifts up and down, and we had to do a bunch of switching of the beds. Her old bed went upstairs, the old bedroom upstairs went downstairs, and it was just all of the shuffling. The original plan was actually going to go in the basement, but it was a king-size bed, and it's an old house with narrow stairs, and we, for the life of us, could not get the mattress around the corner. No matter how hard we pivoted, we couldn't get it to go down the narrow basement stairs, not only to make the corner, but to also go down it. So then we had to bring it back up, and all these things. And I know that's leading to my exhaustion, and I know I actually am forcing myself to record right now because I don't actually have anything recorded to go up for tomorrow. And a part of me is like, well, it's not going to hurt the channel to, have something not go up for the day. But I already had my cheat day, so to speak. I usually don't record on Sunday. I usually take Sunday off and not record. But I usually have enough recorded that I can plug it in. But I don't know. I don't know, with the holiday season and family and whatnot, I've gotten a little behind. Oh my goodness, I was making myself play tonight, and I decided to play this because some time has gone past since I played it, but oh no, man. Plus, I work later for just a couple hours. Dock it to work. Oh, what's this camera? Interesting. I know we looked through. I haven't seen anyone do it, and I think it'd be hilarious and interesting if you did it, if one of the map makers figured out how to do it, but you would look through a security camera and you would actually see a monster. There we go. I remember how to toss that. I would find that hilarious and freaked out. Like, the monster's really not there on the map, but looking through the camera, there's one. And horrifying. How's that? There's a longtime friend of the family named Jose. I adored him. He was a mess of a guy. Unfortunately, he's deceased now. He died of cancer, but he was a mess of a dude, but I adored him. It's funny because, you know someone as a kid. What's going on with those legs? You know a guy, you know someone as a kid, and you think they're so much fun and they're so cool. And you don't see how much life is a mess for them. Because you just think they're a lot of fun and they're cool. But adult me looks back and he just could not get his stuff together. Anyway, he passed. He had a bunch of children who I of course grew up with, and I tried really hard to stay friends with them, but they all made really bad decisions in life. Not that I was spectacular at making life decisions either. Don't think I'm casting stones, but I could not, for the life of me, stay in touch with them. I don't know why that name made me think of it, the name tag. But other than it made me think of Jose and how much fun I found him when I was a kid. I was so excited when he came over, and in fact he named his youngest daughter the same name as that I had, and I'm older than her. I don't know if I was an influence or if he just liked my name, but oh, where am I going? Nope, I got all turned around. What happens when you zone out for a minute thinking about life? Actually, in fact, as a story time, to tell you about Jose, I was young. I think I might have been 18. Just if I was, and I was working at a very small shoe store, which they don't longer exist, but I was working at Payless Shoe Source. It was one of my first jobs. It wasn't my very first, but it was, I think, like the second or third job I ever had. And I was working for them, and they were just so lightly staffed. It was horrific. And I remember closing by myself in a strip mall, and we were considered an anchor store, which means in the strip mall, you're at the end. And I was working there, and it was late at night. I want to say that it was like, I don't know, 9:30, 10, closing by myself with the full deposit. And these two guys had come in, and right away I was suspicious because they were acting weird. And I realized, you know, like, there's always the greeting that you do, like, hi, you know, can I help you find you? Blah, blah, blah. And, you know, I started walking them to the men's section. A long story short, I realized where the men's section was actually also by the same door as the back room. And I realized both men were hurting me, pushing me to go towards the back room. And my sometimes broken radar was like, nope, don't go back there. Don't let them get you back there. And I came, and I was carrying a stick. It's a stick that we use that had a slot on the top of it to help either pull shoe boxes down or put shoe boxes up. It was just and I was stalking and straightening at that time of night. And I kind of wielded it in front of me as like a shield. And I pretended like I didn't know what they were doing, but at the same time, I used it to kind of push them back. And then I hurried my little behind up to the front of the store. And I refused to go back. And I didn't know what to do. And the men weren't leaving. But they weren't talking to me either. And they couldn't get to the break room because the break room was locked. But I could kind of hear them playing with the door. So I know that they were going back there. But they never once said anything, which is the terrifying part. And I tried calling my dad, but my dad didn't answer. So my next bet was to call Jose, because Jose was actually really close. Like, he lived only about 2-3 blocks away from where I worked. And I knew that. So I called him. And I don't know if he flew or what, but he was in there in like 2-3 minutes. And he yelled at the men to get out. And he stayed with me for the rest of the night while I closed. And I told him I was terrified that I was overreacting. You know, like, 'cause they never did anything. They never said anything, not once. But he made me feel better by saying that he got a vibe from them too. And that to never doubt myself, ever. And it would turn out, not even 2 weeks later, that those two same guys had gone to another Payless and tried robbing them, and had done the same tactic where they pushed the girl in the back and told her to get the safe. Well, they didn't know that the safe, there is no money in the back. The money was actually located in the front of the store in a floor safe. And they robbed that store. They didn't hurt her, which I guess I had more of a vibe that they were trying to hurt me than rob the place, but they hadn't hurt her, but they scared the shit out of her. And so I guess trust your feelings on that. Lo and behold, I'm gonna die here. But yeah, nope, it came right to my rescue. Saved me. I don't, you know. And even at the time, I didn't know if there's anything for me to be saved from. But it was right there in his bedroom slippers. No, I forgot about it. He had his bedroom slippers on. I did buy him dinner after that, too. I think I bought him a steak. But, yep, good memories. Not so good memories for Payless, though. And the funny part is that wasn't the only time I was attempted to be robbed. I was actually robbed when I worked there. Towards the end, almost same scenario. I was towards the back of the store, and the guy said, "Give me your money." And I laughed. I said, "What money?" And he said, "I know you have to have a safe around here." And I'm like, I don't, which wasn't a lie. I didn't have a safe where he had me cornered. But I don't know, I was much more jaded by then. Which was like a whole whopping 2 years after the first attempt, but he left. He didn't stick around. Oh, man. I can safely tell you, Payless was one of the worst places I ever worked at. And I thought Walmart was pretty bad. Though I worked at Walmart for a long time. Walmart was pretty bad. And Walmart made me feel like a less of a person. Walmart made me feel like I was a stapler. But Payless made me feel stupid. And I find that harder on the ego than anything. When I worked there, it was just a bunch of us young girls. All girls, no guys. I don't even know if the manager was capable of hiring a guy. And, or I guess maybe a guy didn't want to work there either, because it was a bunch of catty girls. They hired so young. But anyway, it was just a bunch of us girls. Newly coming into womanhood, so to speak. Thought we were so much more older than what we were, more mature. Oh man, the conversations we had. And I never wanted the management position. The manager had hired me, and I had worked with her for a long time, and I actually really liked her, don't get me wrong. But she got promoted and was sent to another store, and let's stand in the middle, less likely to die. Anyway, she's promoted to another store, and so there was supposed to be a promotion, and I didn't want to be manager at all. But they brought in a girl from one of the Dakotas, and she was so full of attitude and obnoxious. And I don't know. Wait, do you see on the... Oh, okay, it went away. I don't know if the recorder got that or not, but there was like a weird graphical glitch on the side there. Oh. I don't know if it's the game breaking or what. But yeah, anyway, she came in and completely changed the vibe because she... But I wasn't overly mature either. I couldn't stand her. And I wasn't shy about telling her that. Oh, man. And now I work for myself. And barely talk to people other than you guys, so I don't know what... That's actually not true. I have a lot of... I do freelance graphic design, and I talk to a lot of people doing that. But, on one hand, I don't... more often than not, it's a text conversation, it's not a verbal conversation, so... I don't even know if I know how to talk to people. A lot of my conversations are with myself when I'm talking to you guys. When I'm tired and not making any sense. And telling you embarrassing stories about myself. Pretty sure I went through those the other day. Where did I leave the light? Somewhere. Here? Go melt the stuff. Where was I? I was over here in the office. This. Get rid of this. Real quick. How did that make such a mess? Painting. I sat on my foot and I just shifted it down. My foot's like, hey, I went to sleep, but I'm gonna wake up now and it's gonna be very painful. And lo and behold, it is. I just thought of another Payless memory. So there was a group of guys came in with a toddler, a little boy. I don't even know if he was a toddler. I think he was a baby. And it came in, and one of the guys was super cute, and I was so busy flirting with him, didn't realize they were robbing me blind. They shoplifted a bunch of shoes. They wore them out, including the baby. And they walked out with them, and I was so busy flirting with the one guy. My boss was like, much later, had confronted me and was like, how could you have not noticed that they walked out with different shoes on their feet than they came in? You know, because they pride you in paying attention to that, to seeing what people are wearing. And I was like, I don't know, like, I had really cute dimples. She did not find it. Which, fair enough. Fair enough. I'm a sucker for dimples. I mean, who's not a sucker for dimples? Dimples are adorable. And he was using them. He knew what he was doing. Did I look at that? I did not. My very first job, I worked for a candle store. It was a think Yankee Candle, but they sold Yankee Candle, to be honest. But they were a franchise company, not Yankee, but they sold Yankee. Anyways, I worked for them, and the store that I worked for was actually their like their, there's a name for it that I'm suddenly not thinking of it. Flagship store, maybe? It was like basically the store that they brought people who were interested in buying into the franchise. They brought them to that store to look at, to show them what the franchise was about. Even though chances are their own store wouldn't look anything like it because it wouldn't have all of those products. But anyway, so they had hired me, and my job was to keep the store clean and the shelves stocked and just pretty looking. I was in charge of doing all the displays, which you're like, oh, that doesn't sound bad. It was a lot of work. Because the displays were all glass and you had to keep them clean, and they wanted it fresh and innovative. And my squeaky brand new graphic design was playing in. They got that part of me super cheap. Because, when I first had that job, I only made like $6 an hour. Anyway, it was a really easy job, and I mostly took it so that I could work, I could do my homework at night at the counter. But anyway, that was my very first job. It was my lesson in the cattiness of working with other females. Because, oh my goodness, the girls were awful to work with. And I was so bright-eyed and innocent. I grew up with boys. I didn't know. And, yeah, so I worked with, for that company for a couple of years, but the franchise was failing. And the old couple that owned it wanted to retire, and their kids didn't want to take over it. And I think they had this grand plan that the kids would run the place after them, and that was fun. But to be like, they never really cared if I sold anything in that store. They liked it when you did, but really the whole purpose of that store was to use it as the franchise demo. I just had to keep it clean, do my homework. Oh, I remember what had happened too was so there was the owners of the franchise, but then they hired a store manager. And the one that hired me, had all of these, like, he didn't care what I did as long as I kept the store clean, did my job, did the displays, whatever. And then he was perfectly fine with me doing my homework behind the counter. But then he left the company and went elsewhere, and the new person who took over was this young female who actually, after that store shut down, went and ran Kohl's, which had just opened after that store closed. But anyway, she had a completely different attitude about things. Wouldn't let me do my homework, and then I lost interest in working for the company because it was all about the ease of doing my homework for $6 an hour. But and she had some mean stuff to say about some of the girls that worked there, and most of us girls that worked there had what's that? Evil. Most of us girls had worked there for a significant amount of time, the same group of us. And so when she was saying mean things about the other girls, it was essentially we all stuck up for each other, and we're like, nope, you can't say mean things about anybody. And he was so mad that we all stuck up for each other. And the thing is, in looking back at it, the things that she was saying about the one person wasn't wrong. She was basically saying how meanly, like, not nice, but she was basically saying how she was lazy, which I can tell you later she was right, that girl was lazy, but at the same time, we worked for this company that how many years, and we're told that they didn't have high expectations of us other than to keep the store clean, and we were only making $6 an hour, which at the time for the state was the minimum wage. But still. Just realized. That's why there's a ladder here. Look, there's a... Does that mean that there's intestines? Or those doors need to be open? Are you climbing up? I don't wanna... The door doesn't look like it opens, though. See it does. There are gonna be things hiding on top of these pipes that I'm not even... How many items could you fit in there? Oh, that sucked. I wasn't expecting that. Welp. Okay. I think I'm gonna leave you guys. Between the 3 videos, there should be enough content for an hour. So there should only be 1 more hour left. And then we'll wrap this map up, and then I'm gonna go do... There's a player-made map that combined Athena's Wrath with Santa's Rampage. And I'm gonna go do that one. And I'm so sorry to the commenter who was trying to tell me about the map. And I was like, no, I think it's just Santa's Rampage. But then, I think it was Maddie who was like, no, they're talking about that map. And yes, it is a combination of Santa's Rampage and Athena's Wrath. So, oops. I'm sorry. Sometimes I'm just... Oh my god. Is it even cleaning when you are making that? Okay. So there's a door up there. Does that mean I'm gonna have to be climbing on all these on all the walls? On the doors. Oh, that'd be something to do, wouldn't it? Let's say Carthy was known for his super sneakiness. Okay, anyway, I'll be back soon with another one. Thanks guys for giving me company while I rambled on about my story.